Let me ask you a question. If you could save your shareholders over $1 million without changing the buyer, without changing the valuation, without changing the deal terms, simply by timing a strategic decision differently, would you want to know how? Of course you would. Here's the problem. Many community bank CEOs don't realize there's a short, very specific window when strategic leverage is dramatically higher. Miss it, and you can cost shareholders seven figures without doing anything wrong. I call it the golden window. And before you think this is about rushing to sell, it's not. This is about understanding timing so you can lead with clarity, not pressure. Whether you evaluate options in 18 months, 5 years, or never. I'm Knutson. I founded and led a community bank as CEO and chairman and lived through the same strategic decisions you're navigating now. Every episode is built from that seat, not theory. In episode 4, we talked about the strategic window, the long arc where you have maximum control, options, and leverage. The golden window is different. It's tactical, it's short, and measurable. The golden window is an 18-month period when two things align. Your major exams are complete, and your core contract timing is optimal. When those line up, leverage increases. Here's why this matters. The ideal moment for strategic optionality is right after your safety and soundness, BSA and IT exams with 18 months until the next cycle. At the same time, your core contract is 18 to 24 months from expiration. That's the golden window. Why? Because the exam data pull is fresh. There's no suspicious information requests, and most importantly, contract penalties are dramatically lower. Let me show you the math. Same bank, same buyer, same valuation, only timing changes. A $200 million bank paying roughly $30,000 per month on its core contract. Scenario 1, 60 months remain. Early termination and credits can total about $1.6 million. Scenario 2, 12 months remaining. Total cost drops to roughly $324,000. That's a $1.3 million difference. Same deal, different timing. That's why it's called the golden window. Early termination fees aren't the only trap. Deconversion fees matter too. Knowing how they're calculated creates leverage with your provider and eliminates surprises. And here's what many CEOs miss. Ancillary addendums, mobile banking, treasury, imaging can quietly extend your core contract. You think you have 18 months left, you don't. Unless you're reviewing it annually, you won't know. So how do you track all this without alerting your team or creating speculation? Simple. Build it into your vendor management. Once a year, bring your core contract and all major addendums to the board for routine review. Not because you're planning anything, because it's good governance. Include one additional section, termination and exit considerations. Now the information is never stale. The timing is always visible, and nothing looks unusual. This one habit alone preserves leverage most CEOs never realize they lost. Here's the connection. The strategic window is long-term positioning, years of work across 8 value drivers. The golden window is tactical execution, an 18-month cycle that minimizes friction and cost. When you align the two, you don't rush decisions, you command them. Everything you do to prepare for the golden window also makes you a better run bank. Vendor management, better governance, better leverage. You're not preparing to sell, you're building optionality. And if the window arrives and you decide not to act, you're still ahead. Today, I promise to show you how timing alone could cost or save shareholders 7 figures. What you gained was more than math. You gained clarity, a concrete timeline, and a way to preserve leverage without creating pressure or speculation. That's strategic command. Timing gives you leverage, but valuation determines how that leverage gets used. And many CEOs don't realize there are 5 different valuation approaches, not one. Next episode, we break them down. Episode 6, Bank Valuation Myths. Why multiples mislead CEOs. Because the CEO who understands all 5 controls the conversation. If you'd like a clearer sense of how positioned your bank is today, I've created the Community Bank Value Strategic Readiness Score. It's a brief 8-question diagnostic, discreet and obligation-free. You'll find it linked in the show notes. And remember, the best decisions come from knowing all your options.